GoGo and socks, they're the kings of the street, living for adventure with every heartbeat. Together they stand, their bond is so strong, traveling town to town, helping right what is wrong.
The Mystery of Shattered Pearl Island. The sea was calm the morning GoGo and Sock's small boat drifted into the bay of Shattered Pearl Island. The black cat sat proudly at the bow, tail flicking, her golden eyes scanning the jagged reefs that jutted from the water like teeth. Beside her, GoGo, the monkey, held the rudder while the sail moved in the breeze, his eyes wide with excitement.
"Looks peaceful enough,"
GoGo said, sniffing the salty air. His voice carried a note of suspicion as he scratched under his chin.
"But I can smell trouble."
Sock's whiskers twitched.
"You always smell trouble,"
she murmured. Still, her ears pricked as a low, strange whisper echoed across the water. It was faint, but clear, like the voices drifting on the wind.
"This time, though, you may be right."
Their boat scraped softly against the dock of a weathered fishing village nestled in a sheltered lagoon. Thatched huts clustered close together, nets hung to dry, and children peeked shyly from doorways. Yet the usual bustle of island life was missing. The people were quiet, their eyes shadowed with worry. A fisherwoman approached them, her dark hair streaked with silver.
"Strangers,"
she said carefully, though not unkindly.
"why have you come to Shattered Pearl?"
"We heard rumors of vanishing divers and restless spirits."
Socks replied, her tail curling around her paws.
"We thought perhaps we could help."
The woman's expression softened.
"Then you must be blessed by fate. I am Ina. Our pearl divers are disappearing. Their boats return adrift, nets slashed to ribbons, and at night,
She lowered her voice.
the spirits walk the shore. The sea mother is angry again. Soon we will be forced to leave this place forever."
GoGo said,
"Spirits, eh? My favorite kind of mystery."
He grinned, but Socks shot him a sharp look.
"Show us the nets."
Socks said. Outside Ina's hut, they examined the torn ropes spread across the sand. Socks leaned close, her sharp eyes narrowing. The fibers were not frayed as from rocks or sea creatures. They were cut, cleanly and with precision.
"These are no spirits.
Socks muttered.
This is the work of blades."
GoGo let out a low whistle.
"So, someone's playing ghost to scare folks away. Question is, why?"
That night, the moon cast a silver glow across the lagoon. GoGo and Socks crept along the beach, staying low among the rocks. Soon, the villagers' fears took form. Pale figures appeared at the water's edge, drifting along the sand. From a distance, they looked ghostly, their shapes shimmering in the moonlight. Faint whispers filled the air, carried on the breeze. Ina and the other villagers, watching from afar, clutched their charms and wept. But Socks, crouched close, saw the truth. Her tail lashed once.
"Not spirits."
She whispered.
"Look, footprints in the sand."
The figures were men and women, cloaked in pale suits, slipping quietly into the water. And the whispers? GoGo scampered up the rocks, ears twitching. He traced the sound to fissures in the cliffs where the sea breeze funneled through hidden tunnels.
"It's just the wind,"
he said.
"Smart trick, though. Gives anyone listening a proper scare."
"Someone wants this island empty."
Socks murmured.
"The question is, what are they looking for?"
The answer came the next day when GoGo, ever curious, wriggled through one of the cliffside tunnels. Socks followed, paws silent on the damp stone. The tunnel wound upward until it opened into a hidden valley at the island's heart. There, nestled among towering palms, lay a village that no one had mentioned. Lanterns glowed among wooden huts, and smoke curled from cooking fires. Dozens of people moved about with a wary grace, their eyes sharp and suspicious. A voice called out, firm and commanding.
"Outsiders!"
An elder man stepped forward, his face weathered, his hair braided with shells. He leaned on a carved staff.
You do not belong here. Leave before the sea curses you as it cursed us.
Sock's gaze was steady.
The missing divers, the ghostly figures, the slashed nets. That's your doing.
Murmurs rippled through the hidden villagers. Some looked guilty, others defensive. The elder struck his staff against the earth.
I am Mael, keeper of this village. Long ago, when the coastal folk grew greedy, selling pearls for gold, they brought ruin upon us all. We swore to protect the Sea Mother's gift from outsiders. If fear keeps them away, so be it.
But your tricks are tearing families apart.
GoGo protested.
People are terrified. They're ready to abandon their homes.
A young woman stepped forward from the crowd. She was tall and lean, her eyes bright with fire and doubt.
Perhaps that is best,
She said.
The Sea Mother demands solitude. If the coast folk leave, balance will be restored.
Who are you?
Socks asked softly.
My name is Lyra.
She replied, but there was hesitation in her tone, and Socks noticed the way her hands clenched, as if uncertain of her own words.
The Sea Mother's heart was shattered by greed. Now we guard what remains.
Have you tried to repair the Sea Mother's heart?
Asked Socks.
We do not think that is possible.
Said Lyra. GoGo replied.
Would it hurt to try?
Despite Miles' warnings, Lyra agreed to guide Socks and GoGo deeper into the island. Something in the strangers stirred her doubts and perhaps her hope. They climbed through twisting jungle paths until they reached a cavern carved into the cliffs. Inside lay the sacred grotto where, long ago, the great pearl had rested. The sight made GoGo gasp. Scattered across the cavern floor were fragments of pearl the size of fists, glowing faintly with an inner light. They pulsed like heartbeats, filling the grotto with a soft, otherworldly glow.
The Sea Mother's heart,
Lyra whispered reverently.
shattered when greed defiled her gift. We guard what remains.
But Socks bent low, examining the stone floor. The dust was disturbed. Several fragments were missing.
Not all of you guard them.
She murmured.
Someone is stealing the shards.
GoGo frowned.
To what end? Surely they know this is sacred and isn't meant to be taken.
The answer came sooner than expected. Following tracks through the jungle, Socks and GoGo stumbled upon a camp on the far shore. There, beneath a makeshift canopy, a merchant from the mainland sorted glowing pearl shards into a chest. Beside him, a group of rogue sailors worked nervously, their hands shaking as they loaded the fragments.
You see,
The merchant sneered, holding up a shard.
the Sea Mother's curse is nothing but a tale to frighten children. With these, we will reforge the great pearl. Wealth, power, everything you've been denied will be yours.
But what of the coast villagers?
One of the rogues asked.
They will flee, and good riddance.
The merchant said.
This island will belong to us alone.
Sock's claws unsheathed. GoGo clenched his fists. Before they could act, thunder rumbled overhead. A storm gathered swiftly, dark clouds swirling above the cliffs. The sea roared as though in fury.
It's the Sea Mother.
Lyra whispered, eyes wide with fear. She had followed them, unable to stay behind.
She knows the pearl is being defiled.
The merchant tried to flee, chest in hand, but the storm struck with terrifying force. Waves crashed against the shore, tearing at the camp. Wind ripped through the trees. GoGo leapt from branch to branch, cutting ropes and scattering supplies while Socks darted across the rocks. She pounced upon the chest, knocking it open. Pearl shards tumbled onto the sand, glowing brighter as the storm raged. The merchant lunged to gather them, but a wave surged up and swept him into the sea. His screams were swallowed by the thunder. Both villages converged on the beach. Anna and her fisherfolk, drawn by the storm, and Mael's people, driven from the jungle. For the first time, the two communities faced one another not with suspicion, but with shared fear. Socks stood between them, tail lashing.
This storm is not punishment. It is warning. These shards are not meant to be stolen, nor hidden away in secret. They are meant to be protected, together.
GoGo raised his voice above the wind.
The Sea Mother doesn't want division. She wants harmony. If you keep fighting, you'll lose everything. But if you stand as one,
He gestured toward the grotto.
you can heal this island.
Anna looked at Mael. Mael looked at Ina. Slowly, both lowered their weapons. By dawn, the villagers gathered together on the shore. The fisherfolk shared their food. The hidden villagers offered their skills in farming and foraging. Stories were exchanged. Laughter rang out. Two villages, once divided, now began to weave themselves into one. Socks stretched luxuriously upon a warm rock, her eyes half closed. GoGo sat beside her, happily munching on a basket of bananas.
Another mystery solved.
GoGo said through a mouthful, grinning.
Though I wouldn't mind if the next one had fewer storms and more snacks.
Socks purred softly, amused.
Harmony restored, secrets uncovered. I'd call that a good night's work.
As the waves lapped gently against shattered Pearl Island, a whisper seemed to ride the breeze. Not one of anger, but of peace. The Sea Mother, it seemed, was finally at rest. The two friends boarded their little sailboat as the sun rose high, casting golden light across the water. The villagers waved farewell, united at last. GoGo shaded his eyes and pointed toward the horizon.
So, where to next?
Socks followed his gaze. In the distance, across the wide sea, a faint silhouette of another island could be seen. Dark clouds swirled above it, and even from afar it seemed to shimmer with an eerie light.
Somewhere.
Socks said softly.
Trouble is waiting for us.
GoGo grinned, tightening the sail.
Good. I was starting to get bored.
The wind caught their boat, carrying them toward their next adventure, unaware of the dangers, mysteries, and strange new friends awaiting them on the shores of Moonshadow Isle.
Reefs are sharp like a dragon's teeth, hiding the secrets that lie beneath. GoGo and Socks sail the quiet bay, where the fisher folk are too scared to stay. They say the spirits walk on the sand, a curse from the deep upon the land. But the nets aren't torn by a ghostly claw, and the tracks they found were a fatal flaw. Oh, the pearl is shattered, the heart is broken by the greedy words that were falsely spoken. On shattered Pearl Island the storm clouds roll, seeking the pieces to make it whole. One tribe hides in the jungle deep, one tribe watches the ocean weep, until the monkey and cat unite the two to do what the people were scared to do. Through a hidden tunnel in the cliffside stone, to a secret village that stood alone. They found the grotto where the fragments glow, with a light from 1,000 years ago. But a merchant came with a heart of greed to steal the power for his own dark need. He past and the sky is clear. The divided people have lost their fear. Coastal and hidden, they stand as one, under the warmth of the morning sun. The shards are safe in the sacred cave, guarded by the ones who are strong and brave.